Hello everyone, my name is Andy. Today is Friday, September 22. Time is around 5:30 GMT and we will have a look at the DAX futures on the Oanda platform. So for this analysis, I will combine the higher time frame and the lower time frame. I will start here in the weekly, and my take on the DAX is that we did a wave one here in the higher degree, 5 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ending with divergence. Then we came down. We fulfilled the minimum requirements for a wave 2, which is touching the zero point 0.5 FIB retracement. As you can see here, a wave 2 is supposed to go into the area between the zero point 0.5 and the 0.854 FIB retracement. We touched this level here and we went back up. So if this is a wave 1 to the upside, so in the higher degree, and this is a wave 2 in the higher degree, we could actually be working here on a wave 3. Then this becomes our target. If we take the length of our wave 1, the length of our wave 2, then we should head into this area here between the 1 and the 1.618 FIB extension. Now, this will not be for tomorrow, also not be for next week. This can take months and years to play out. But yeah, I believe we are working here on a wave 1, or we had a wave 1 in my primary scenario. I believe the wave 1 here was over, which means that a wave 2 should follow, and then a 3, a 4, and a 5 into this area here. Now, this looks very bullish. Of course, there's also a bearish variant here in the weekly, and the bearish variant would look like this wave 2 is not over yet. So then I would say we might be doing a flat structure here. Then we have here wave A in 3, 1, 2, 3. So wave A, then an overshooting wave B here, taking out the high, but only marginally. So that would be an expanded flat structure. And then we could come down in 5 waves as a wave C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back into this area, deeper into this area here to finish the wave 2 correction. However, this is not my primary scenario. Like our low was here, current price action is in this area, so it makes more sense for now just to assume that that we are bullish. So then if we look at the daily, so here this is our wave 1 high. So in 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we broke the RSI trend line, which is typical for a wave 4, and we end with divergence, which is typical for a wave 5. So this makes me believe that the wave 1 was in here. However, like there might be a variant. Let's say that here we had like wave 3 of 3, and that this was here or wave 3. So like this, and that actually now the wave 4 is ongoing, and that we then should still have a wave 5 to finish this wave 1. This is also a possibility. It is not indicated here on the chart, but it is a possibility. Therefore, I share it with you. But I think for now, the most important thing here is to look at this correction here, or to study this correction. So in my primary scenario, I would say that we would do a wave 2, so that we are heading towards this area. We can also end up like a bit above this area, like this would be my target area here in the primary scenario. And as you can see, like the lower boundary gets quite close to the higher boundary of this wave 2 here. So I believe the most important thing here is to look for a complete correction, and then later we should see what was this a wave 2. In case it was a deep correction, it has been a wave 2. If it has been a shallow correction, it has been a wave 4. I think this is something to decide later. Both scenarios are viable, but yeah, I have to choose one. Of course, I cannot put everything on the graph. So because of the break of the RSI trend line here, the divergence we have here, and then also in the weekly, indeed, that was an additional argument. It looks like we are developing here a downward cycle. This would be my motives to choose for here the wave 1 and wave 2 scenario instead of a wave 3 and wave 4 scenario. But yeah, we have to see when we get more data what exactly this pullback was. Now, if we look at this pullback, well, since yesterday, there might be a chance that the pullback is completed. It's not my primary scenario. I expect more downside, but there is a chance that the pullback is completed because we took out here this low, and then actually you have enough. Like this could be WX Y taking out your wave W. So this could be enough as a correction. However, I don't think so. The reason is that yeah, the corrections in the other indices are not finished yet. So therefore, also for the DAX, I would say we will see more downside, and yeah, we will have an additional corrective leg here after taking out this low. Now let's have a look how this might look, and therefore we go to the 4 hour. So here is my wave 1 high, as you can see, and this is now the correction we are working on. So yesterday, the triangle here was still my primary scenario. Now I made it my secondary scenario. It's not like yeah, I told you there might be a chance that that the triangle would break to the downside, and this is actually what happened yesterday. But yeah, the reason that I make the triangle the secondary scenario is I'm not really happy with this wave E. Here, the wave E is a bit too shallow, although it happens in triangles that we do not get this full wave E. And secondly, as we will see in a minute on the 1 hour, we have a nice reaction here from this equal leg area. So like this. And this equal leg area is actually not so relevant in the triangle scenario. So therefore, I made the triangle scenario my secondary scenario, and we will see later if we get more data here how exactly it looks like. If the wave X was in here, then this becomes our target area. So therefore, it can be important to still consider this triangle. But for now, let's just ignore the red annotations, and let's look at the green annotations. So the primary scenario. So what we see in the primary scenario is that we had so a wave W here, A, B, C, So three waves. Then our wave X here. So yeah, I'm very aware that I switched often here between primary and secondary if this was the wave X. But yeah, the reason for this is that yeah, as a waiver, you have to continuously interpret the data, and sometimes it made more sense to yeah, to assume that that we could go a bit higher here, or then also at the triangle structure. But for now, yeah, I would say, or I would definitely say, now we have confirmation that this here was the wave X, because we took out this wave W here, and so then this wave X unfolded in an A B C pattern, and so now what could be the case is that the correction is complete or close to be complete as another A B C. So then we would have a wave A here, then we have a flat as a wave B, expanded flat as a wave B, and then yeah, like here to have a complete wave C, we need one more push lower. For now, I can only count three waves, one, two, three. But if we do not get the push lower, it could actually also be a WXY in three, and then it would look like wave W in three, one, two, three, wave X in three, one, two, three, and then wave Y in three, one, two, three. So depending on what we get today, or the next days, do we get a fifth wave here? It is an ABC scenario or a WXY scenario if we hold this low here. Now, like I told you, because we took out this high, it could be that the wave Y is in here, or after making one more low in the ABC scenario. But yeah, this will not be my primary expectation, because yeah, okay, you can have this short Y leg, but yeah, it might be a bit dangerous to assume this like up front. I prefer to work with the equal leg areas, so assuming that we will reach this area here or going into this area. So this is the area that we can find by taking the length of our wave W, the length of our wave X, and then we should go here into this area between the 1 and the 1.618 FIP extension. So that's one reason. I cannot assume upfront that we will have a short Y leg. It makes more sense to work with this equal leg areas as it usually plays out. Like the short Y leg is rather the exception. This is more the um, the rule, or the common practice that we reach this areas. And so if we have to go here, so then we need to define a path how we can get here. And then I would just say, like, again, depending on the ABC or the WXY, that this ABC or this WXY is just yeah, the first leg of a bigger WXY, and then it would look like so ABC or WXY, which is the wave W here, then upside as a wave X again, and then downside as a wave Y. So something like this here, WX Y. And so then this ABC should be in a lower degree. Is it the WXY? Then the WXY should be in a lower degree. But yeah, the path that I see to go here should be corrective structure, corrective structure, corrective structure, WXY. And so, yeah, one motivation was that it is a common practice that we reach these areas. And the second motivation is that yeah, the corrections in the other indices do not, they don't look finished. So the DAX is now the first one who has a mature correction, taking out this low, but the correction and the corrections in the other indices are does not look do not look finished yet. So therefore, I would also assume yeah, more downside in the DAX. It would be strange that the other indices continue their correction while the DAX start to rally from here in some kind of impulsive wave. So that's the motivation. And then we can have a look here at the 1 hour. I don't think I can add more here on the 1 hour. I explained everything in the 4 hour. Just yeah, here the next thing to do we can have a look at. Like I told you, so here we have a nice reaction from this equal leg area. So if we take the length here of the wave 1, the length of the wave 2, then we have a nice reaction here from this area, the 1 to the 1.618 FIB extension. And yeah, so we do not have enough data yet, but now the question is, and unfortunately I cannot really yeah, see this. This is something I would say in hands of the market makers. Like, will this be an impulse? So a wave C then. So if we get a wave 4 here and then a wave 5 down, it's an impulse. But it can also be enough, like in the WXY scenario, we have three swings here as an A, B, C. Then it means more upside here as the wave X, and then we will also see if the triangle scenario fails or not, if this high is holding here or not. And yeah, this is a bit the dilemma for today and the next days. Like, we are now, yeah, getting out of this downward cycle. So this made me think that we will see more upside here now in first instance. But this upside, yeah, can just be a wave 4, and we can drop again here as a wave 5. So yeah, I would say we need a bit more data. Like, you could jump here on the train, but know that we can start to drop as soon as you see a complete corrective structure here, or you wait for or you assume that the fifth wave will come, and then this can be a long entry here if we end here with divergence compared to the wave 3. Okay, that's my analysis for today. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, comment to support my work, and I see you on Monday for a new analysis of the lower time frame. Have a nice day. Bye bye.